Hey YouTube, I wanted to do this video to talk about home security or home defense, however you want to put it. These are just my thoughts, my opinions, theory, or whatnot. But and at the end, I'd really like a lot, some feedback from you guys. Leave comments or message me. Whether you think this is a good idea or if you think it's over the top or paranoid or whatnot. But my theory is you should never be more than a few steps away from a firearm, in case God forbid anything ever happens. Somebody breaks in to your house or wherever it is you live. But I just it makes me feel more comfortable knowing that if I'm in the living room watching TV and if somebody comes through my window, or if I'm asleep at night and I hear my door open, or God forbid if I'm in the shower and something happens. But anyway, I'm gonna go gun by gun and how I keep it and why I keep it there and whatnot. But anyway, like I said, I'd really like a lot of feedback if you can. I'll start off with my nightstand gun. This is a Springfield XDM. It's chambered in .40 caliber. This is a 5.25 version. All of these, actually, I use federal Hydroshock ammo in all of them, with the exception of one, and I'll go over that one when I get to it. But anyway, like I said, chambered in .40 cal, federal Hydroshock ammo. Holds 16 rounds. Actually, I don't keep a round in the chamber for all these, which I know some of y'all might think that's crazy, but kind of like that what people say about hearing a shotgun, having that noise, when chambering around, everybody can identify it, and it will usually freeze them in their tracks. I think it's pretty much the same thing with the pistol, and I have cleared all these. I mean, if I get up and somebody is breaking in the house, and obviously it's gonna be quiet, at night, and I pick the gun up and I chamber around, anybody with half a brain is gonna know what that sound is anyway. I mean, yeah, a shotgun might be more identifiable, but I mean, how can anyone not know what that sound is? But anyway, it's just kind of more of a warning, so you don't have to, which you should never fire a warning shot. That's craziness. But anyway, that's the reason I don't keep around in the chamber. But anyway, there's the first one, nightstand gun in the bedroom right next to my bed. The second one it's another Springfield. That one is clear. Keep this one in the bathroom because, like I said, God forbid, you're butt ass naked in the shower, and somebody comes busting in, or you hear somebody creeping around, or you're sitting on the pot, or you're just in there, and just in your towel brushing your teeth, getting ready to go to bed at night or whatever. It's nice having something close by, within a few steps of any room. You're gonna have a firearm there. But again, this is an Springfield XD, chambered in 9mm, 16 round magazine. Same thing, federal Hydroshock ammo. Outstanding firearm. I've had that one for like 10 years, and I really like it. I've put thousands of rounds through it without a problem. I keep this one in, that one's clear too. Keep this one in a dresser drawer, hidden in some clothes. This is a Taurus PT 1911. Really nice pistol. It has an excellent trigger pull. It's actually almost no take up, and it's super crisp, but I really like it. But anyway, you can see one mag in it, and since it only holds 8, I have one mag in. I'll keep the second one right next to it, and they both hold 8, so I have a total of 16 rounds. And like I said, chambered to .45, and this is the federal Hydroshock ammo. This one, probably one of my favorite guns. This is a CZ 75 SP01, which really the only difference between this and a regular CZ75 or a 75 Shadow or whatnot is the rail. This one, same thing, chambered in 9mm. This one actually does have night sights, so that's a nice feature. This one, like the 1911, you can, like I said, I don't keep around chambered, but if you wanted to, you can keep this one cocked and locked, just like a 1911. You know, disengage the safety, and you're ready to go. Now this one's the one that I don't use the Federal Hydroshock, and really it's just by chance. You know, ammo's hard to come by, and I actually happened to see this at a sporting goods store. I was like, oh yeah, I want that. Know exactly which gun I want to keep this in. But this is Winchester PDX-1 plus P, 9mm plus P ammo. Now, if you look at the owner's manual, it doesn't say it's rated for plus P, but this is an all metal gun. This isn't you know, a poly gun, but it'll handle plus P ammo without a doubt. And like I said, I'm not taking it to the range and firing hundreds of rounds of plus P ammo anyway. This is for self-defense. It'll handle it, you know, no problem. And this one actually holds 19 rounds. This is actually an aftermarket Metgar magazine. Holds 19 rounds. Like I said, the standard ones for these hold 18. And I just figured, why the hell not, you know, get an extra round in there. It says plus 2, but I think it's referring to the older CZ75s that hold 17 rounds. So the plus 2 takes it up to 19. But either way, they work in any of the CZ75 lines. The last two, these are actually my two concealed carries. This one's a Bursa 380. There's a Federal Hydroshock 380, and this is a Taurus protector poly in 38 plus P. You know, this one is clear. Same thing. This one is clear. But anyway, these are my two concealed carry pistols. This is the Bursa concealed carry version, which, I mean, they trimmed it down. It's super thin, lightweight, low profile sights. But the reason I've actually done a review on this one, so if you haven't seen the review on this one, go ahead and go through my vid. You'll see this one. But anyway, the reason I keep these in the kitchen is because when I go to leave, when I go to my vehicle is kept in my garage, and I have to go through my kitchen to get to my vehicle. So if that day I feel like, hey, okay, I want to carry the Bursa, I take the Bursa with me and leave this one in the kitchen. Or vice versa, I take this one with me, leave the Bursa in the kitchen. So that's the reason I do that. You know, same thing in the kitchen. I mean, you know, you could be, you know, especially the way my house is oriented, my back is to where somebody would be coming in because my garage door is right there and I can see it. But somebody could easily come up behind you, or you could hear somebody behind you, have a chance to grab, you know, one of these two, and you're ready to rock and roll. But, you know, washing dishes or cleaning the kitchen, same thing. This is my living room gun. You're sitting there watching TV late at night and start hearing noises or hear somebody, you know, busting in a window or whatnot. But anyway, that's my theory on home defense or home security. If you have small kids, it's probably not that great of an idea, or not really a good idea at all. But I don't have small kids around my house, so for me it's not a problem. It makes me feel comfortable, it makes me feel safe having something, you know, within a few steps of wherever I am. But, you know, some people, I think, I've seen some vids that they actually carry around their house, which, I mean, I guess is fine. I personally don't really want to do that, but, you know, to each his own. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I mean, are there a lot of people out there that do the same thing? I don't know. That's just, you know, what I do. But anyway, if you have any questions about any of these firearms, you know, leave a comment, or if you want to message me. If you haven't subbed yet, go ahead and sub. I don't have a lot of subs yet. I'm fairly new to this. But, you know, go ahead and sub. If you like, go ahead and like. Or if you don't like, you know, just go screw yourself. But anyway, yeah, sub, send links to your friends and their friends and their friends' friends. But anyway, you guys take it easy. Thanks.